Hello, successionaires, and welcome to the TV and conference call talk show titled The Road to Success. The talk show, The Road to Success, is a talk show about any and everything you want to talk about. Although we do have main topics, and the topic this evening is financials and your money. I'm your host, Professor William Murray. I'm also the president of the Millionaire Mastermind Institute, which is an institute for entrepreneurs and future entrepreneurs, or anyone that wants to live a better life and with the knowledge and know-how of how. It is at the MMI, the Millionaire Mastermind Institute, where millionaire mindsets, lifestyles, and business are made. We take you from idea to implementation and beyond. The talk show is here to make your life easier and much more knowledgeable. And as always, the God in me greets and bless the God in you. This evening's topic is protecting your money. And we'll be talking about money, y'all, and protecting your money. You know, we gotta learn how to protect our money, y'all, and build it and grow our money. Because people just don't understand, there's always going to be a rainy day. Always going to be a rainy day. And we got to prepare for it. You can't spend every penny you get and expect to accumulate and have what you need when you need it. Well, this evening, we're going to be talking about that. Give you a chance to talk to an expert who has been out there for a number of years educating the public on money, financials, and protecting your money. I met this young lady. As a matter of fact, I met her through her tuning into my show. And I'm always trying to have experts on my show that can help build and grow us. Well, this is one of those brilliant ladies I've been following for a number of while. And I was so impressed with her knowledge and her ability to get you to understand. So I'm thinking, okay, let me bring this young lady on, and let me give you this little ditty that I'm going to do before we get into bringing this young lady on and get into what we're going to talk about in the discussion of protecting your money. I want to tell you about what's going to happen this weekend, this Saturday, May the 22nd at 6 p.m. at the Temple of Mother Earth at 2415 32nd Street, Southeast Washington, D.C. That's 2415 32nd Street, Southeast Washington, D.C. I'm just say Professor Murray. I'm the president of the Millionaire Mastermind Institute, and I'm doing outdoors presentations. We got a big open area, big field. I'm gonna do a presentation on spirit, business, and life success. Y'all know I'm a mindologist, so I'm gonna be working on your mind. That's my expertise, is working on your mind, educating you. I'm a 45-year entrepreneur, I'm an educator, and I'm an author. I teach the thought and action process to success, whether it's personal, spiritual, financial, or entrepreneurial. I'm going to take you from idea to implementation and beyond. Y'all, I'm going to give y'all some stuff that's really going to open your mind and let you see what is necessary for you to be successful. So it's this Saturday at 6 p.m. at 2415 32nd Street, Southeast Washington, D.C. at the Temple of Mother Earth. So I hope to see y'all there this Saturday. It's going to be a very nice evening. Bring a chair with you or a blanket. So you want to bring a chair or a blanket. And and this is going to be very nice, y'all, because I love the outdoors. You know, I love the outdoors. And I chose, instead of having inside the temple, to do it outside in their acreage. So hope to see y'all this Saturday, 2415 32nd Street, Southeast Washington, D.C. at 6 p.m. Y'all, let me tell you about this young lady I got on my, get this special guest I got this evening to educate us. And you notice I did say us, because like I tell you, the only time I'm an educator and stuff is when I'm on stage. Outside of that, I too am a student. Miss Michi Jeffress, a Chicago native, that Windy City baby, Air Force retiree, breast cancer survivor, and author. Miss Demetrica Michi Jeffress is a licensed financial service agent. Since receiving her license in September 2018, she has financially educated and empowered hundreds of Americans to make, save, grow, and protect their money. She has also helped families and businesses across the U.S. secure nearly $7.5 million in wealth and financial protection. Meechie continues to spread the importance of financial literacy within educational institutions, nonprofit organizations, religious establishments, and supergroups. Her campaign can also be heard through social media channels and social media business. She is the CEO of the World Financial Group. I want to welcome y'all and bring before you Ms. Michi Jeffress. How are we doing this evening, dear?
Great. Doing great. Thank you, brother. Thank you. And I'm a marketing director at World Financial Group.
Okay, marketing director at World Financial Group. Okay.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. It's an honor to be here. Thank you so much.
You know, I'm so excited. I am so excited that you took out your busy schedule. I know you're still in the office right now.
I am.
So that's telling you putting in the time, you're putting in the work.
That's right.
And it's an honor to have you here this evening, Miss. Can I call you Michi?
Yeah.
Okay, Michi, because I can remember that. You know, I love that name. I really do.
Thank you.
And you know, I've been following you. I've been listening to you for quite some time now. And for you to have the time to come on to educate my audience on finances and financials, I am pleased. And I want to
Thank you.
thank you first and foremost for that you took the time
Thank you.
to do that. Tell us a little bit of something that we need to know right quick, and then we'll get into, you know, everything else.
Okay, not a problem. So what I do, first of all, let me tell you how I even got here. It was back in the summer of 2018. I was going into my third year of retirement from the Air Force, comfortably retired, not working, just doing things on my own terms, living a truly retired life and loving every second of it. And a friend of mine told me one day, he said, Michi, you know, go over to the office in Greenbelt. They teach people how money work and how they can make their money work better for them. And I thought, okay, and the workshops are free. Go over there. If I don't like it, I don't ever have to come back. And when I went over there, and this was in July 2018, and someone hit me with a basic financial principle that millions of people just do not know. And literally in that setting, my mindset and my complete whole attitude about money changed, literally. So I decided to check out the workshops and just see, you know, what else are they going to teach me that I don't know? And sadly, it was a lot that I did not know. And I was extremely embarrassed at how financially illiterate I was. But it's millions of Americans out there that's walking around financially illiterate. How many times?
Millions and
Yeah,
millions and millions.
millions and millions and millions. And how many times have you heard people say, I'm good?
Oh,
You know,
wow. I wish I had $1 for every time there.
I know.
I could probably pay my rent and house note and everything, all my bills for a year.
Yeah, I'm good. And they really aren't. They really aren't. And since I've been a part of this awesome campaign, teaching people how money works and how to make their money work better for them, I have learned and grown so much in just learning how money works and actually applying it to my own personal life. So why not help other people do the same?
Yes.
And that's what ended up bringing me here.
See, people don't realize, and you realize, you can always be successful at whatever you do when you're giving people value. And with what you do and what you teach, you're giving people value. You get them to understand the value of. And that's something that most people just gotta tighten up and be satisfied with learning the value of. And I'm so impressed with you, Michi. You just don't know how impressed I am with your knowledge and your ability to get people to understand about finances, and protecting your future,
Yes.
having something for your future.
Yes.
I'm gonna turn the floor over to you now, Michi, and let you go ahead and educate the people. So, Ms. Jeffress, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Brother William. I'm going to start off by sharing some scenarios with you, real life scenarios. There's a young gentleman, an architectural engineer and business consultant by trade. This young gentleman actually had a 6-figure income salary, working for a big time name firm, living in a penthouse in DC. Life was very good for him until his owner died. The owner of the business just suddenly died. Because the business owner didn't have a business plan in place to protect his business, to protect his assets, and to ultimately protect his employees. The business ended up folding, going bankrupt. And this architectural engineer and business consultant found himself without a job. Here's another real life scenario. A young man diagnosed with a terminal condition with less than 6 months to live. Now family members are trying to figure out solutions and trying to figure out a way to give him some type of medical insurance, some type of healthcare insurance to cover him during his last final days. And here's something else. I see people all the time. I'll ask them when I'm doing a free financial review, hey, do you have a 401k? Are you contributing to one? Yeah, I'm contributing to a 401k. Okay, well, what's the estimated balance? I don't know. Do you know how much you're contributing? How much is your employer matching what you're contributing? Oh, I think it's about 4%. These are real life scenarios. And at the root of all of this, it's amazing what we don't know. And the time for us to try to figure out and have something in place is not when we need it the most. So the business owner could have put something in place. He could have put in a business strategy plan, a business exit strategy plan. He could have put something in place to cover his assets and to protect his employees before his untimely death. But because he did not understand how money works and he did not understand how he as a business owner needed something in place, it affected thousands of other people's and their families as well. The young man diagnosed with a terminal condition. You know what? This happens all the time. Do you not know that there's more than 50% of people that actually lose their homes to medical bills? All because they don't understand how money works. If they understand and they were in a place to get the knowledge and education, they could put something in place now for when they need it later. To the person who doesn't know anything about their 401k, I was that person when I was in the military wearing a uniform. I was contributing to a TSP, but I wasn't paying attention to my TSP. I wasn't monitoring my TSP either. And I wasn't taking sound advice.
What
Like,
is TSP?
I'm sorry, that's a thrift savings plan. So that's
Okay.
yes, that's the government equivalent to a retirement saving plan. And, had I taken sound advice to diversify my portfolio and to also increase the amount of percentage of what I was actually putting into my TSP, I would have had a lot more money to contribute towards other things. So here's something that I've learned along the way. Know what you have. Know where your money is going and know what your money is doing. A large part of our problem is that we are not monitoring what we have. We don't know what we have. And a lot of people think that they have and they don't. And we don't know where our money is going, nor do we know what it is doing for us. And in many cases, we are wasting money on things that we think we have, and we really don't. I want to share something with you that I learned, that if you don't remember anything from this presentation or from this awesome show here with my brother William today, I want you to remember something called the Rule of 72. The Rule of 72 was actually invented largely by Albert Einstein. And Albert Einstein has one of my favorite quotes that he says, "The power of compounding interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it." Just take a look around you and see how so many of us are living in debt. And we have literally accepted that as a norm. We've accepted that as a way of life. And that's not the way it should be. We spend so much time wasting money and spending money, giving our hard-earned money to big name companies that make a living off of the Rule of 72.
But you know something, Michi? A lot of people don't realize that debt is a form of slavery.
It sure is. It sure is. And it's something that is handed down from generation to generation. It's a mindset. It's a mindset. So thank you for sharing that. And when you just learn that simple rule, the Rule of 72, that's basically the formula that will tell you if you are investing money into a particular account, whatever their rate of interest is, you take 72 and you divide it by that rate of interest or that rate of return. And the number that you're left with is the number of years it's going to take for your money or your debt to double. Very simple, but extremely powerful rule. And so many of us don't know it, and it's killing us. Do you have anything that you want to add, Brother William?
I was going to let you go ahead and go. But I'm looking at the fact that, see, there are a lot of people out there who teach it, but a lot of them don't know and know how to teach it. And a lot of people don't want to admit to the fact that they don't know. See, that's the biggest problem that we have as a people. We don't know, but we don't want anybody else to know that we don't know. So that means we don't know. And I'm an affirmation junkie. And my book I'm finishing up now is called From the Mind of William. And I've got a book of affirmations. And one of the ones in there says, be around the knowing or forever be the unknowing. And that's where people like you come in, Meechie, when it comes to money, to teach and to educate us. Because you got a lot of people out there. I saw it when this pandemic hit. I saw people who had money and were comfortable. All of a sudden, they were broke. They didn't have a job because the job shut down. They were living off of each weekly paycheck. They were making $200,000 a year. But when this pandemic hit and their business shut down, I was seeing people were spending $15, $20 for breakfast, $15, $20 for lunch, and then $40 and $50 for dinner every day. Every day. So that means they were spending close to $100 a day. And they didn't realize they were just living from paycheck to paycheck. Because they ain't paycheck.
You're right.
and when because they were living comfortable, they said, "Oh, I'm making this much money." But how much are you putting away for that tomorrow?
And you know what? That's what you call an active spender.
Yes.
We are active spenders and passive savers. The active spender, they don't think about tomorrow. They're not trying to save for tomorrow. They're living frivolously in today.
What
And
they're
when the
doing.
rainy day comes, like the
Mhm.
pandemic, they're out there in the wind. They have nothing to hold on to.
I'm looking at what's going on right now, and we got 21 states, 21 states right now in the nation that are getting ready. They're pulling off the program of that $300 a week. Texas being one of the poor states out there, and they doing it. Arizona is doing it. Now these people don't realize. Now you put these dumb people in office, and now they're sticking it to you. And what they
Yep.
should have done, don't spend it because you got it. See, the rule of law is you save, then you spend. But we're opposite. We spend and then we save.
Or we spend and we have nothing to save.
Right, because we living at or
Success.
above our means.
Hmm?
You're
It's true.
supposed to live below your means. See, people don't realize, and one of the things I always emphasize, Michi, is you gotta save. You got to save.
Yep.
That's a necessity.
Is.
But they don't know how to go about doing it. See, you're supposed to, just like you pay your phone bill, you pay your car notes, you pay your rent, you pay your electric. Well, you're supposed to pay yourself first. They don't understand that when you say pay yourself first, a little bit accumulates over time into a lot.
Yep.
But
Yep.
they thinking that, well, I this $30, $40 out, that ain't no money. I'm not gonna save it. I'm gonna spend it. Well, but what if you say that $40 100 times?
Mhm. And you know what?
And
Yeah, I'm so glad you said pay yourself first, because these are books here. It's part of our financial literacy educational platform. And I gift these to people. So you may have some people on that's tuned in right now, and they're probably sitting here thinking, oh my goodness, I really need to do something with my finances. I need to do something now. Or I have a certain amount of money now. Now that I'm making more money, I want to do better with it. But we do have it, and it's free. The financial workshops are free for people. And I give people with these books because I want them to tune into our workshops, which are online. And we also give free financial reviews. And we do those online too, or in person, social distancing, of course.
yes,
But we definitely have that available. I'm going to tell you something right now. The one thing I saw, and I actually did a video of this past weekend, a client of mine that I met over a year ago, young gentleman, very aggressive with his retirement plan. And he said, I don't want to work a day beyond 45. I said, okay, no problem. So we were able to set him up with a very nice retirement plan. And I had lost touch with him, had been trying to follow up with him. And finally, he reached out to me. He said, hi, Meechie, here's my new number. I said, where have you been? I've been trying to catch up with you. I was worried. I'm glad to hear that all is well. And long story short, there was a death in the family to someone very near and dear to him, unexpected. And that death got him thinking hard about his money. And it was so much to the point that this young gentleman, he said, hey, I'm on track for this desired retirement plan that I have in place with you guys already, but I want to add more money to that plan. How do I do that? Bless you.
thank
I
you.
said, no problem. We'll set up an appointment and we'll talk about it. And he said, well, can I have my family? I want my beneficiaries to also be a part of this particular meeting. Sure, absolutely. No problem. He said, do you think that's okay? I said, absolutely, because they get
Yeah,
a chance to learn and they get a chance to see what growing money looks like and that it is possible. And I'm going to tell you, we had that meeting. It was really awesome. And you had the family members that were encouraging him and said, well, you know what? I think that's a good plan for you. That sounds really good. That fits everything that you want to do. It fits your goals. So why not? So
Right.
you had the family that was there encouraging him and being educated at the same time. So guess what? Now the families, the other family members, they're also going to get educated even more. And they're going to start putting themselves in a position just with education of how they can do better with their own money and build a better future for themselves and the generations after them. So that was an impressive moment. I was extremely impressed by that young man, just the fact that he wants to include his family. And I
Yeah.
come from a generation, I'm sure you come from a generation where nobody even talked about money.
No, you're right.
You know,
You're right.
because they didn't know it, bless their hearts. They weren't taught. And they're going off of what the generations before them were taught, which was hardly nothing.
Nothing.
You take the money, you put it between your mattress, you put it under your pillow, you put it in a jar. That's not growing. That's not
You
doing
know,
anything for you.
Michi, one thing that kind of irritates me very heavily. Now, grandma and mom and great grandpa and all of them always taking their kids to church. You gotta go to church, Ashton. You gotta go to church. But they don't take them to these meetings where they're going to grow, where they're going to learn more than out of one book.
Yeah.
And just like my presentation coming up Saturday, people should you got to bring your family, your friend, and your relatives. It's free to learn about stuff like what you're talking about how to build and grow and build for your future. But they don't do that. And I'm thinking, you better treat this like church and bring your family
No.
members so they can learn how it is to survive tomorrow from what you get today. And that's very important. But I be seeing that like I did one about a month ago. And I had all these people, and most of them, be honest with you, most of them were above 45.
Mm-hmm.
Not one of them about their children. Not
Wow.
one. I'm thinking, how are they going to understand money, building a future, and preparing for tomorrow if they don't come and see? Because now, your parents can tell you these things, but
Mm-hmm.
that's just mom or dad. But when they hear it from somebody else, they have a tendency to pick it up more and better. And that's a shame because, like they say, you can tell your child something 10 times. They come out and say, oh, my mom was at this place today. And this guy said, well, I done told you that 10 times, but that was just mom or dad.
That's right. Yep. Yep. You're absolutely right. And I would tell you this, going back to the mindset, mindset is everything.
Everything.
Mindset is everything.
Everything.
And I will tell you something. There have been people that I have educated that I've actually done a financial review with. One person I did a financial review with almost a year ago. And before we started, I said, okay, can you tell me about how much money average that you're left with at the end of the month after you pay your expenses? Zero. I said, okay, zero. But then I started asking questions and asking questions like, okay, how much do you spend on food? Do you have utilities? What's going towards that? How about clothes, gifts, holidays? Well, I actually do donate to a friend of mine just had a birthday, and I actually donated to a fundraiser. I said,
Uh-huh.
okay, why are you doing that? I said, rule number one, you donate to no one until you get your money in your pocket.
Right.
Things and it's simple stuff that we don't think about, like gym memberships, for example. I see a lot of that. And nothing wrong with gym memberships, nothing wrong with
No.
that. But you know what? If you tell me you have $0, why do you have a gym membership?
True.
Well, I need to go because that's the way of me getting out. Okay, I understand all of that, but you just told me that you don't have anything. I'm trying to literally right now put $30 back in your pocket. That's $30 that you didn't have. And I said, you know what? You can make your own gym in your apartment. You can make your own gym in the parking lot.
You
I
know
make
me.
I make my gym at home in my family room, turn on YouTube and pick from like one of the 5+ million different types of exercises that they have.
You know,
And
Michi.
that's my gym.
One of the things that I really tell people, y'all don't be too proud to brown bag it.
Nope.
Look at how much money you're saving. You can do what you spend in a day can feed you for a week when you brown bag it. Now look at how much money you're saving when you're carrying it to your lunch instead or in breakfast instead of buying it. You think that don't little money makes big money
Yes,
if
it
done
does.
consistently. If done consistently.
You must have been reading this book.
Now, I got one of my listeners, Robert Nance, would love to know how to get one of the books that you're talking about. One of your books,
Actually,
how to get it.
yes. Actually, thank you so much for that, Brother Rob. Actually, if you reach out to me, my phone number, am I allowed to give my phone number here? I don't.
Oh, give out all of it. Give
Okay, okay.
everything.
Sure. So my phone number is 240-210-4489.
Do that again.
240-210-4489. I can also be reached via email, which is Meechie, Meechie, Jefferies, Jefferies @gmail.com.
Oh, I'm writing it down, and okay. Now, y'all see, she's telling you how to get in touch with her, how to get, because I want that book. I want that book, Michi.
Okay, okay.
I do, because that goes in my library, baby. Because I'm going. See, I believe in BDI. See, I borrow, duplicate, and improve upon it. So I want a copy of that book.
All right.
You're going to get some calls now. You'll get some requests for that book. There's no doubt about it. See, I already got one person that wants it. And this gentleman, I just come from Myrtle Beach. I did 2 weeks in Myrtle Beach,
You sure did.
and I met him and his wife there. They
Ah,
live down there. They live a few miles, about 40 minutes outside of Myrtle Beach, and
oh
so I
wow.
went to see them. And him and I talked business, and I laid some stuff on him, and he is revamping his business, the way
Nice.
he's doing it, with what I told him, etc. And he's so excited, because he was doing well. But Lord, I mean, what I showed him and taught him, people don't realize like I say, if you speak to someone that's successful, the conversations are different. If you
Yep.
speak to someone that knows, the conversations are different. You don't want to guess at something when you can get the facts. And I often tell people, and truth and fact are undefeated since the beginning of time.
Amen. Amen. You're right.
So you got to tune in, y'all. This beautiful lady here, she knows. She's offering her services to you.
Mhm.
Now, what you do with it is up to you, because you are where you are behind what? Your choices.
That's true. That's
Now,
true.
she's an expert on financials. Y'all, I just bought you an expert. I often tell them, call me, 240-619-2019 here at the Institute. And let me know what you need so I can bring an expert on in that field. A
Mhm.
lot of this I know, as you can tell, I know. But when you
Yes.
put an expert on, see, they break it down better than I can. I may know it, but that's not my forte.
Hmm.
That's above my pay grade, baby. I stay in my lane. Now, if anyone out there has any questions or anything they want, lines are always open. Anyone out there have any questions for Michi, Miss Jeffress? If you do and you're on the line, just speak up. And if you're on social media, YouTube or my Facebook page, put in the feed, and I'll I'll put it out there for you. Now, Michi, what I want to know, what exactly is your job in the financial arena? What exactly is your job in the financial arena?
My job in the financial arena is, besides being a licensed financial services agent, I'm also a financial literacy educator. So I teach people how money works and how they can make their money work better for them. I teach people how to make, save, grow, and protect their money. Protect their money from whom? Taxation and inflation.
Yes. Yes.
So that's what I do.
You know me. One thing, because you're going to have taxation. As long as you're living in America, you're going to have taxation,
Yes. Yes.
and you're going to have. Look what has happened within the last, let's say, 15 months. Look at the inflation. Look what's happened in the last 10 days with gas. I just paid $3 a gallon
Mm.
for gas.
Mm-hmm. And you know what's funny about that? When you go overseas, they'll laugh at that because gas over there is extremely expensive. Has been for 20 plus years. It's extremely expensive. So you're right. But talking about taxation, here's something that I never realized and I learned just going through our financial workshops. You know, there are 3 different taxation categories in which your money actually resides. And wherever your money is, Uncle Sam is there too to
Oh, you
collect.
bet that.
He's there to collect.
Uncle Sam is there the first time you take your first breath. Uncle Sam is there.
That's right. That's right. Up to your last and
And when you take
beyond.
your last, he's still there.
That's right. That's right. So you have the tax now categories, which is where our savings and our checking and our CDs and stocks and mutual funds are. And this is what I categorize as the immediate cash category, you know, for your bills, you know, rent, food, all of that. But Uncle Sam likes that category a lot because for every gain that you make, he's going to collect taxes on that at the end of the year.
Oh, yeah.
You know, then you have the tax deferred category. This is where our annuities, our retirement and pension plans are. So we already know, most of us probably know that when you put this money in, it's not taxed up front. However, when you do withdraw the money, it is taxed. And here's the other thing. It's very common, and I hear this quite a bit, and I've seen a couple of clients where they've withdrawn from their TSP or their thrift savings plan before the age of 59 and a half, or they've withdrawn from their 401k before the age of 59 and a half.
No. What is
There's nothing saying
TSP
that you
again?
thrift savings plan.
Okay, you say that because I'm not gonna remember what it means.
I said it, you just didn't hear it.
I did. I even asked you that once, but blame it on my mind, darling,
That's
and not my
okay.
heart.
That's okay. Somebody else probably needed to hear it a second time, so it's
Yes,
okay.
yes. Because we got people
But
coming on all times doing the show who might not have heard
okay,
it the first time. So
okay, got you. Understood. Understood. So a lot of people, they'll take out a loan against their 401k or their thrift savings plan. And guess what? You do that, but Uncle Sam is going to penalize you. And not only is Uncle Sam going to penalize you, but he's going to tax you again during tax season. So it's a double whammy. A lot of people don't realize that. Then you also have the tax advantage category. And this is where you put money into a particular account and it's going to be taxed when the money goes in. However, when you do take the money out, it can be taken out tax-free and penalty-free. And certain portions of it is not reportable to the IRS.
okay, you got people out there who got spending habits.
Mm-hmm.
They're addicted to spending. I say there's nothing wrong with that, nothing whatsoever. And this is a very large if you're in the mood to spend,
Mm-hmm.
spend it at your bank. Put it in your account. You're still
That's right.
spending. You're still spending. but you're not spending wasteful. Well, I'm in a bad. I want to go out and go buy some shoes. Don't buy the shoes. Go to the bank and put that money in the bank. You're still spending. You don't need the
It's an
shoes.
attitude. It's a mindset.
It is an attitude. You are so right. It's an attitude.
Yeah. And you can establish your own bank. Let me tell you something. Automatically when we think about savings, we think about the financial institutions out there. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you're trying to build long money, that's what I call wealth, long money. If you're trying to build long money, you need to find other options. And there are other options out there. Because truth be told, the financial institutions, when you understand the rule of 72 and when you understand the rate of interest, take a look at your rate of interest that your bank is giving you.
Now break down the rule of 72 again.
Sure. So the rule of 72 is you take 72 and you divide it by the rate of interest or the rate of return. And the number that you end up with is the number of years it takes for your money to double. So for example, let's say you have $10,000 and you find an account at a particular financial institution that's going to give you a rate of return of 1%. So you take 72 and divide that by 1. So the number that you're left with is 72. So that means that $10,000 is going to double every 72 years.
72 years.
I didn't have 72 years when I was born. I don't have that kind of time.
Well, see, people always think they got time. I can save tomorrow. Well, no, if your car breaks down today, where does that leave you? Mm-hmm. See, I got an account. Well, I've got 2 accounts that I put money in. One of them is for a rainy day, and another one is never to be touched until I'm in the category of where I can do what I want, not what I have to.
I gotcha. Understood. And talking about, not having enough in the for a rainy day. The rainy day might look like a blowout. The rainy day might be a car accident.
Right.
The rainy day might be vandalism to your business. I don't know. The rainy day might be bailing cousin Nemo out of jail. The rainy day, the rainy day might be, putting towards some funds because Uncle Remo and them, they never built up an insurance plan or a final expense coverage plan, when they were told to do such a thing a year ago. So now nobody in the family has any money to put towards Uncle Remo's funeral costs. So now
$10,000.
That's right. So now you have something, at least you have a rainy day fund and you can contribute to that. But if you're not putting in towards that, you're not going to be saving up anything, aka your emergency funds. Your emergency funds are for things such what you don't see. And guess what? More than 40% of Americans cannot afford a $400 unexpected expense. Let me tell you what an unexpected expense looked like for me last year. Our refrigerator went out.
I know. I can tell you what you spent. I can tell you what you spent. But go ahead.
Our refrigerator went out. Actually, it was in 2019 when that happened. The refrigerator was just gone. It was gone. And I thought, my goodness, okay. So my beloved husband, I'm very simple. My husband, he's a little bit more extravagant than I am. So I just want a refrigerator, it's got the freezer on there. I have compartments where I can put the food and everything. My husband, he wants stuff that you can see through. You knock on the door and it lights up, and I don't need all of that.
Right.
But the case in point is this. We weren't worried about where the money was coming from because we had been building up our savings. We had been building up our funds so that when that unexpected expense occurred, we were prepared.
Right. Now this is a question. I know that I've got a gentleman who does investments and stuff, and he talks about investment all the time. And this lady wants to know, what is a good investment? I don't know if you get into that or you give that type of advice.
I do not. Yeah, I do not give that type of advice. But what I can tell that person, that beloved young lady, is when you do a financial review and you identify your goals, then we're actually able to sit down with you and say, okay, well, this is what will work best for this particular pot of money or for this particular goal that you're trying to achieve.
Right.
Because one investment may not be right for me, and one investment that may not be right for me might be right for William. It all
And
depends
you,
on your goals.
and you don't want to coming back at you if you give them something that doesn't really work out.
That's correct.
So I mean, this guy, he's into stock market. I mean, I'm talking about this dude is so heavy in the stock market, and he will never ever tell you what a good investment is. He will never tell you, well, buy stock in this or buy stock in that, because all shoes don't fit everybody.
No, they don't. No, they
All
don't.
foods don't taste the same to two people.
Right. And the market is like that. It's up and down. It's up and down. One thing
Yes,
may be good today and then it'll drop tomorrow. You never know.
right. Now I've lost one of my computers and I can't see who's on. I can't see any of the questions. I'm trying to get it to boot back up now. And the only thing I got going now is the camera with me and you, Michi.
Okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. I like that. That's quite all right.
Now, what are five main things you want people to know about money? What five things is it, Michi, that you want people to know about money?
Well, the 5 things I want people to know about money, the first one was the rule of 72.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Please, I mean, just, dissect that, learn it, and apply it because you can apply it to your money. It's not just for the auto industries to apply it to their company. It's not just for the lender, mortgage companies, whomever, to apply it to their companies. You can do it as well and start to build up your own money and make your own interest.
Okay.
Number 2, as I mentioned earlier, know what you have. There are so many people that I talk to, for example, let's say they have life insurance. Okay, well, what type of life insurance is it? Not sure. Okay, what's the amount of coverage on your life insurance? I think it's $50,000. See, if my money is coming out, if my money is coming out of my account and it's going into another source of funds, I need to know where that money is going and the purpose of that money. Number 3, every dollar and every penny should have an assignment to it.
That's right.
Every dollar and every penny should have an assignment to it. Sadly, I did not learn that until I came here and started coming to the workshops. But you need to be in control of your money and give it an assignment. Number 4, never be so prideful that you think you know it all, because you don't.
Only a fool knows everything.
Even
Only a fool knows everything.
to the person that says I'm good, like I said, I was good, not until I came up in here and I saw how financially poorly illiterate I was. So to most people, they might think, okay, well, they got this and this and that. But when you don't have the knowledge, you're not good. You're not good because there's something that you're missing that you need. There's something that you're missing that can make all the difference in your savings.
Yes. Oh, Mitch, you're making me feel so good. You make me feel like I know a little bit of something.
You do.
But
You
see,
do.
that's your expertise. See, that's your lane.
Yes.
And as people are listening, you're really waking up a lot of people. You're
And
waking up.
I think I gave you 4. So the 5th one
Okay.
is share. There are some people on this call right now who just got some information that they never heard of before in their lives. And I'm here to tell you that this is only the tip of the iceberg, literally the tip of the iceberg. So share with other people so that they can do better. Share with other people so that they have a chance to do better. So that's my 5 things that I want people to know about money. And it doesn't take a lot of money to make money either.
Right. Now I've lucked out and made some investments in businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Small business, people need loans. I don't give loans, y'all. Don't call me and say, Mr. Murray, can you know I don't do loans? If I see that your business has a way of giving me a return, I may invest in you. That's what investors do. I am an investor. I won't, people say, well, I got a good idea and I got that. Okay, let me see it. Well, it's right here. I'm not a mind reader. You already blew. You can't get nothing from me. But I got a great idea. What's one of my favorite sayings I tell people? If you think it, ink it. Show me how I can get a return on my money.
How many business owners do you know that don't write a plan down?
If it ain't in writing, it has no value.
It has no value.
It has no value if it ain't in writing.
It has no value at all. Everything, I write stuff down all the time. Write it down, make it plain, make the vision plain.
Now you're talking about the 72 rule. I'm gonna give you the 95-95 rule. 95% of the people who put their plan in writing has a 95% chance of succeeding. If you don't put it in writing, you have a 95% chance of failing. That's a hell of a 95.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Put it in writing, you got a 95% chance of succeeding. And if you don't, you got a 95% chance of failure. That is a choice that you have to make.
That's correct.
95-95.
95. I like that. I like that a lot.
Feel free. You can borrow it.
I like that a lot. I like that a lot. I'm going to be in the positive 95%.
Yeah, you better put that in writing.
Yes, you got to. You got to.
I've got a business Bible that I just had to go buy another book for my business Bible. I start out with a little notebook.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, my notebook that I had to go buy when I was in Myrtle Beach is 5 inches thick. It's what it says, 5 inches. And now I'm looking for one that's larger. I've got so much stuff and my books in writing. And it's my fault for not doing better and putting it in books. And I'm getting ready to bust loose, y'all. I'm going to have 2 books out there very, very soon.
Awesome. Awesome.
Because I've already got it in writing. All I got to do is just put it in book print.
Yep, that's right.
Which isn't that simple. But it is if you do it.
That's correct.
When you're bored, ain't got nothing to do, work on your book. And that's what I'm making myself do right now because I did it today.
Very good.
I'm determined to have that book. I promise I was going to have that book finished. Lines are open out there. Anybody want to talk to us? Anybody got any questions? We ain't got but like 2 or 3 minutes. That was a quick hour, Meechie.
Went by fast.
Was a quick hour.
It was.
Any information or anything somebody want to ask questions or anything before we close down? Meechie, give your contact information again, please.
Sure. 240-210-4489. My email is Michi Jefferies, MEeChiJefferies @gmail.com.
And they don't have to be local to you because this is national. This show is national, so I got people all across the country.
Yep, that's no problem. No problem.
Because money's everywhere in the nation.
That's right. That's right. That's one thing that's one thing that'll never be a fad.
And Meechie, I want to thank you, dear. I truly, truly want to thank you for coming on. I'm sorry it took me so long to get you on. And then when your schedule is just so hectic.
Yeah.
And you're so busy. Look, you're still in the office right now.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go home after this.
Yeah, your husband's waiting on you with dinner ready, baby. So, Michi, I want to thank you, dear. I truly, truly want to thank you for giving us this valuable time and educating my listeners. And trust me, I will have you back again.
Absolutely. And we also have an awesome, awesome, huge event coming up that's going to be towards the end of next month. That's actually $25 a ticket for all access. It's going to be online, but they're actually going to have a lot of workshops. It's Friday and Saturday, June 25th and the 26th. So anybody interested, please reach out to me and I will give you more information and talk to you more about that too. But it's going to be a very powerful event.
And Michi, now that I've got 2 locations that's got backyard, got big open lots, so we can be outside. And I'm gonna give them a chance to meet you because I'm gonna invite you to be one of my educators
Awesome.
at one of my events.
I like
And
that.
because you know what, I love being outdoors. I've got 3 outdoor events in the next 4 weeks.
Wow.
I got the one coming up this weekend, one coming up next weekend, one coming up the following weekend,
Wow.
and they're all outdoors
Hmm.
because that's what I so chose. You know, I mean, we can go inside because I can always rent the hall, but I love the fact that I can sit out in God's nature
Yes.
and teach.
Yes.
And that way you ain't got to worry about COVID because you're outdoors. Although we still do social distancing and stuff and masks. But this is my weather right here. Like I told you,
I do.
I'm sitting on dock of the bay fishing tomorrow morning. So,
Save my cut in the freezer, okay? And I'll get it from you one day.
I got you. I got you. Thank you, Michi, and dear God bless you. And I do appreciate you. And you know, darling, I love you, and
Love
there's
you
nothing
too.
you can do about it.
I love you too. Thank you, brother.
All
Namaste.
right, I'm gonna say. There you have it, folks, straight from the mouth of an expert. So I want to thank Michi for coming on. And y'all, I'm telling y'all about this event this Saturday. This Saturday, it is this Saturday at 6 p.m. Come out and listen to me educate, meet people, spread your information. If you got a business, bring your business cards. It's going to be, what's the address? Hold on, let me find it. Let me find it and give it to you. I know I got it right here. And I'm going to tell y'all next week about my backyard seminar. It's going to be at the Temple of Mother Earth at 2415 32nd Street, Southeast Washington, D.C. That's Saturday. That's this Saturday at 6 p.m. 2415 32nd Street, Southeast Washington, D.C. Bring Lottie Dottie and everybody. Y'all bring your children. Bring your children. Stop leaving your kids at home and you wonder why they don't know nothing. Let them meet people like me. Let them meet people like Meechie so they can talk to them. So I hope to see y'all this Saturday, the 22nd of May, the 22nd of May at 6 p.m. Call the Institute and if you need more information or you need anything, 240-619-2019. I'm always here, y'all. Y'all know if y'all call, I'm the one usually answer the phone. If I'm not here, my secretary and them pick up and answer, and they'll send me a text message and call for me to call you, and I'll call you probably almost all depends on what I'm doing and where I am. Y'all, I'm getting bookings like crazy. If you've got an organization or you got a business or your church, I'm available. Call me. Let me help you with your future. Build that legacy. Let me help you. That's what I do. That's my expertise. That's my value to you. Because you never ever know what blessing you're giving someone when they come to my events. I am a 45-year entrepreneur. So now, y'all, let me do this. Oh, I forgot my computer went off on me. Yes, it did. My computer went off on me, y'all. See what I got here. Nope, it's not gonna let me do what I want to do. Oh, there it is. Well, I want to thank y'all for tuning in and letting us educate you. As I always tell you in closing, I love you and ain't nothing you can do about it. If you push me, I'll pull you. If you pull me, I'll push you. Y'all, it don't matter whether I'm pushing or I'm pulling. Y'all, we're going to get there together. Why? I'm guaranteed to make you a winner. Me and Curtis Mayfield, like I said, we're all a winner. I'm going to make you a winner. I love you. And ain't nothing you can do about it. And until next time, y'all, God bless. And keep working on your road to success. Until next time, y'all, God bless. Next time, y'all, God bless.